Hello students, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the heat flow and temperature rise of electrical machine like motor, right? Suppose the machine is in running condition, right? Then the heat will be developed in the machine. Why? Because the current is flowing in the winding, copper winding. That's why the I square R losses will be there, and this will develop the heat inside the machine, and due to this the temperature of the machine will rise. So we have to go for a derivation of heat flow and temperature rise for that, right? So capital P, suppose capital P is the power generated in watts, or you can say joule per degree per second, right? Joule per second. So W is the weight of the machine in kilograms, H is a specific heat in joule per kg per degree Celsius, right? Capital A is the heat dissipation area, capital A is the heat dissipation area, or you can say cooling surface area, right? Why cooling? Because when you switch off the machine, it will gradually cool down, right? So lambda is specific heat dissipation, right? It is also called as emissivity, which is equal to heat dissipated divided by surface area into rise in temperature into time, right? Theta is temperature rise at any time t in degrees Celsius, temperature rise at any time t in degrees Celsius, right? Theta is the initial temperature rise in degrees Celsius. Theta f is the final temperature rise in degrees Celsius. Theta I is initial, theta f is final. Suffix I stands for initial, suffix f stands for final. So this theta is basically temperature, right? So temperature rise. So our aim is to calculate this theta, temperature rise, okay? So suppose if the heat generated is 100 units and the heat dissipated in the ambient or in the surrounding atmosphere is 40 units, suppose, then what is the amount of heat stored in the machine? Definitely it is 60 unit, right? So if 100 unit heat is generated in the machine, and if the heat dissipated is around, suppose it is 40 unit, then the amount of heat stored in the machine is 60 unit, for example, right? So you can write heat stored in the machine is nothing but heat generated minus heat dissipated, right? So heat is stored, if you want to write heat is stored inside the machine, then you will write W into H into d theta, right? So if you want to write expression for heat stored inside the machine, then in H, that means in a specific heat, you multiply by the weight of the machine, right, into the temperature, right, temperature rise. So WH into d theta. So we are calculating it this for elemental surface, so it is d theta, right? For small temperature rise we are calculating, so put d theta. So Ws d theta is equal to P into dt, right, minus heat generated is P into dt, right, because P is power generated. So heat generated, if you want to calculate, you have to write P into dt. P is power. You know that your energy is nothing but power into time, right? So heat is nothing but energy. So heat, or you can say energy, is nothing but power into time. So write power P into time dt minus what is the heat dissipated? Heat dissipated, if you want to calculate, then simply multiply surface area A, rise in temperature theta, and time dt into this lambda. So heat dissipated is nothing but lambda into A into theta into dt, right? So now rearrange the equation, WH into d theta, take dt common, right? So dt p minus a theta lambda, so d theta by p minus a theta lambda. Here you can write dt by w into h. So simply manipulate this equation, right? So now we will further manipulate this. We will further manipulate this equation. So you understand now? This is the equation, d theta by p minus a theta lambda is equal to dt by w into h, right? So here we will differentiate this, we will further manipulate this equation and we will differentiate this equation on both sides, right? So next step would be so divide by a lambda in numerator and denominator. So this was the equation. So here divide by a lambda in numerator and denominator. So this will become d theta by a lambda. Here it will become p divided by a lambda. Here it will become theta, right? So you will get this expression, alright, is equal to dt by w into h, right hand side, okay. So take this a lambda into right hand side. So this will become a lambda dt by w into h. This is d theta by p by a lambda minus theta. Further manipulate this, d theta by theta minus p by a lambda. So if you take theta here and p by a lambda here, you will have to put a negative sign, right? So minus a lambda by wh into dt. So let me assume that this whole term, this one, this is the heating time constant T suffix h. Th is wh by a into lambda, right? So this is Th, which is heating time constant. So you will write this is dt by Th. Definitely this will be negative, right? Because you have written theta minus p by a lambda instead of p by a lambda minus theta, right? So now you integrate both sides. So when you integrate both sides, you will have to write integration of d theta by theta minus p by a lambda into d theta is equal to integration of minus dt by th. So when you integrate both sides, so this term become logarithm, natural log. Natural log of theta minus p by a lambda is equal to minus t divided by time constant th plus some integration constant c, right? So suppose initially, that means at t is equal to 0, the initial rise in temperature is theta suffix I, right? So you will put these limits into this equation. So you will get c is equal to ln theta minus p by a lambda, right? So put this constant c into here, into this equation, right? Put this constant c, integration constant c here. You will get ln natural logarithm of theta minus p by a lambda is equal to minus t by th plus ln theta I minus p by a lambda, right? Take this term into left hand side. You will get ln theta minus p by a lambda, theta I minus p by a lambda is equal to minus t by th, right? You will get this equation, right? You understand? Okay. Now the next step would be further solve this equation. This equation you have to solve further. So this is natural log, that means base is e. E is 2.7182818, right? So write e to the power minus t by tau h is equal to this whole expression, right? Like this. Okay, this is the next step. All right, so here theta minus p by a lambda is equal to theta I minus p by a lambda into e to the power minus t by tau h, right? Or when you take this whole term into right hand side, into this side, then you can write theta is equal to p by a lambda. When you take this common, you will get 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau h plus theta I e to the power minus t by tau h, right? So at t is equal to infinity, theta is equal to theta f. See, at t is equal to infinity, right, the final rise in temperature, let us say it is theta f, theta final, right? So from the above equation, when you put t is equal to infinity here, here and here, you will get theta f is equal to p by a lambda, right? Because this term becomes 0 at t is equal to infinity, this term will also become 0 at t is equal to infinity, right? So here theta is equal to theta f 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau h plus theta I e to the power minus t by tau h. Simply put this theta f, put theta f is equal to p by a lambda. In place of p by a lambda, put theta f here, right? Write the remaining equation. So if at starting, suppose at starting, the initial rise in temperature is 0, right? Suppose machine is just started, all right? It is just started, right? At that time, what is the value of temperature rise? It is 0. So put theta is equal to 0, right? So when you put theta is equal to 0, then this second term will become 0 here, and finally you are left with theta is equal to theta f into the bracket 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau h, right? So this is suppose equation number 2, which is the final temperature rise equation, all right? So at t is equal to tau th at heating time constant, theta, put t is equal to th here, so theta you will get theta f 1 minus 1 by e, because you are saying at t is equal to th. So 1 minus 1 by e, so that means e is 2.71828, so 1 by 2.71828, right? When you calculate this, you will get theta is equal to 0.632 theta f, or 63.2% of final temperature rise theta f. So this much temperature rise, that means 63.2% temperature rise you will get at heating time constant th, right? So likewise you can plot this curve. On this axis plot time, on this axis plot temperature rise. So at heating time constant, the rise in temperature is around 63% of final temperature rise. So this is the curve that you will get, heating curve, right, or rise in temperature curve, right? This kind of curve you will get, all right? So this is the temperature rise equation, all right? So likewise you can derive, okay? So now similarly you can go for the derivation of cooling of the machine, right? When the machine is switched off, then the temperature, the heat will be dissipated due to convection and radiation into the surroundings, into the atmosphere, and consequently machine will cool down. So likewise you can derive the expression for cooling of the machine as well, right? So this is the final temperature rise equation on which you can solve the numericals, all right? So thank you very much. Thanks for watching.